Tao that can be spoken is not the eternal Tao. To follow the Tao is to move without resistance. Nature flows without effort. Softness overcomes hardness. Those who know do not speak much. Simplicity reveals what effort conceals. The Tao nourishes all things without possessing them. Water teaches the way of yielding strength. When nothing is forced, everything finds its place. The sage acts without striving. To let go is to gain alignment. Stillness reveals the natural order. The Tao does not compete, yet nothing surpasses it. Empty the mind and the way becomes clear. The more you grasp, the less you hold. True power appears in gentleness. Flow arises when resistance dissolves. Act without forcing, and order emerges. The Tao moves through all things quietly. Simplicity clears the path to wisdom. Those who hurry fall behind the way. Nature accomplishes great things without command. To be flexible is to remain whole. The Tao asks nothing, yet gives everything. Let things come and go naturally. Non-action is not inaction, but harmony. The sage leads by following the flow. When desire is reduced, clarity appears. The Tao values emptiness as much as form. Water benefits all things and competes with none. True strength bends before it breaks. By yielding, one remains unbroken. The Tao is found in the ordinary. When the heart is still, the way is revealed. The sage does not accumulate, yet has abundance. Flow is the natural rhythm of life. When nothing is forced, nothing is broken. Simplicity dissolves confusion. The Tao works through silence. The more laws, the less harmony. Let your life be simple and the way will guide you. The sage teaches without words. The Tao embraces opposites without conflict. Still water reflects the truth. To follow the Tao is to trust the unfolding. Less desire brings greater peace. The sage remains empty so others may be full. The Tao gives life without control. Those who cling to form lose the way. Flow requires release, not effort. The Tao moves through softness and patience. When you stop striving, alignment begins. The sage does not seek recognition. Nature prefers balance to excess. The Tao flows through all beginnings and endings. By being content, nothing is lacking. Simplicity reveals the essence of life. The Tao is present even when unseen. The sage remains calm amid change. To yield is to endure. When the mind is quiet, the Tao is heard. The Tao nourishes without expectation. Softness disarms resistance. The sage lives simply and trusts the way. Flow is the art of effortless action. The Tao cannot be owned or controlled. Let go of certainty and embrace the way. The sage aligns with nature, not ambition. The Tao moves freely through the open heart. By doing less, more is accomplished. The sage dwells in simplicity. The Tao is found in returning, not advancing. Those who know contentment are rich. The way unfolds when force ends. The Tao flows through emptiness. Stillness allows the way to speak. The sage remains humble and whole. The Tao that can be spoken is not the eternal Tao. The way unfolds without effort. Nature moves without force. Softness overcomes hardness. Water flows around obstacles and reaches the sea. The Tao nourishes all things without owning them. Those who know do not boast. Simplicity reveals truth. When nothing is forced, everything aligns. The sage acts without striving. Stillness clarifies the way. The Tao does not compete, yet nothing surpasses it. By letting go, one comes into harmony. The more you grasp, the more you lose. True power is gentle. Flow arises when resistance ends. Act without forcing, and order appears. The Tao moves quietly through all things. Simplicity dissolves confusion. Those who hurry lose the way. Nature completes great works without command. Flexibility preserves wholeness. The Tao asks nothing yet gives everything. Let things rise and fall naturally. Non-action is alignment, not passivity. The sage leads by following. Desire clouds the way. When desire fades, clarity remains. Emptiness makes usefulness possible. Water benefits all and competes with none. Yielding keeps one whole. Bending prevents breaking. The Tao lives in the ordinary. Stillness reveals what effort hides. The sage does not accumulate, yet lacks nothing. Life flows best when uncluttered. Force creates resistance. Simplicity restores balance. The Tao works through silence. Too many rules weaken harmony. Live simply and the way becomes clear. The sage teaches without words. Opposites complete each other. Still water reflects truth. Trust the unfolding of the way. Contentment brings peace. The sage empties himself so others may be full. The Tao gives life without control. Clinging blocks flow. Release allows movement. Patience is strength. When striving ends, alignment begins. The sage seeks no recognition. Nature prefers balance to excess. The Tao flows through beginnings and endings. Those who know contentment are rich. Less desire brings greater freedom. The Tao is present even when unseen. The sage remains calm in change. Yielding endures longer than force. Quiet minds hear the way. The Tao nourishes without expectation. Softness disarms resistance. The sage lives plainly and trusts the way. Effortless action is true mastery. The Tao cannot be owned. Certainty blocks understanding. The sage aligns with nature, not ambition. The Tao flows through the open heart. Doing less allows more to happen. Simplicity protects clarity. The Tao returns rather than advances. Those who know enough are fulfilled. The way opens when force closes. Emptiness holds infinite potential. Stillness allows wisdom to surface. Humility preserves wholeness. The Tao is followed, not controlled. When life is simple, the way is near. The sage remains empty and complete. Flow is the natural state of being. Nothing forced remains lasting. The Tao moves without effort and never fails. The Tao moves like breath, unnoticed, yet essential. When you stop pushing the river, it carries you. What is natural does not announce itself. Great harmony comes from small adjustments. The way is lost when life is overmanaged. The soft path reaches places force cannot. Stillness is not empty, it is full of direction. The Tao unfolds where patience resides. What flows freely never grows stagnant. The sage removes obstacles rather than adding effort. Ease is a sign of alignment. Nature teaches without instruction. The way cannot be rushed, only followed. When excess leaves, clarity remains. True balance needs no defense. The Tao thrives in what is allowed to be. Effort fades when rhythm is found. The quiet life moves furthest. What resists change breaks under it. The way strengthens what does not contend. Nothing is missing when nothing is chased. The Tao reveals itself in pauses. A calm spirit travels farther than ambition. The uncarved path leads home. When the mind relaxes, truth appears. Simplicity invites the Tao to stay. The way is steady, never urgent. Yielding clears the longest road. Nature wastes nothing and hurries nowhere. The Tao grows clearer as noise fades. What is light adapts easily. Harmony is born when control loosens. The sage trusts timing more than plans. The Tao does not hurry outcomes. Stillness aligns what motion confuses. A simple heart carries great depth. The way works best when unseen. Gentleness outlasts intensity. The Tao flows where space is made. Letting be completes what effort cannot. The sage moves with circumstances, not against them. Quiet action leaves no damage. The Tao is closest when seeking stops. What bend survives the storm? The way needs no improvement. Peace follows those who stop chasing. The Tao speaks through patterns, not commands. A clear life reflects the way. Restraint keeps the path open. The sage values harmony over victory. Flow appears when tension departs. The Tao does not insist, it persists. What is empty welcomes movement. Nature corrects itself without force. The way grows distant with excess desire. The Tao remains when opinions fall away. Slow steps reveal hidden paths. The sage listens more than he acts. The way nourishes what is neglected. Balance comes from subtraction. The Tao lives in transitions. A quiet mind holds steady ground. What is flexible adapts endlessly. The way works through allowance. Simplicity makes room for wisdom. The Tao cannot be improved by interference. Stillness carries its own momentum. The sage trusts the unseen process. The way is felt before it is understood. Release restores natural order. The Tao moves through openness. What is calm remains strong. Harmony arrives when striving exits. The sage preserves balance by yielding. The way remains whole without effort. The Tao flows through acceptance. What is modest endures. Clarity grows when clutter dissolves. The way is sustained by patience. The Tao completes what force disrupts. A simple life mirrors the way. The Tao settles where nothing is demanded. What is aligned does not struggle. The way moves best through openness. Ease is the mark of true order. The Tao grows distant when control tightens. Stillness gathers scattered things. What follows nature needs no defense. The way unfolds in its own time. The Tao favors what is unobtrusive. When striving rests, balance returns. Quiet strength leaves no trace. The way thrives where humility lives. The Tao flows around expectations. Nothing natural needs justification. The sage adjusts himself, not the world. Harmony appears when interference ends. The Tao remains when ambition fades. A relaxed grip holds more securely. The way does not resist change. What is simple adapts easily. The Tao works through allowance, not pressure. Patience keeps the path open. The sage moves lightly and leaves no burden. The Tao reveals itself in calm moments. What is flexible endures quietly. The way becomes unclear through excess thought. The Tao carries what is released. True alignment feels effortless. The sage avoids extremes and remains whole. The Tao strengthens what is unforced. Stillness restores natural rhythm. What is gentle survives long seasons. The way cannot be hurried by desire. The Tao flourishes in simplicity. When nothing is imposed, harmony grows. The sage follows timing, not impulse. The Tao flows where resistance softens. Balance arrives when excess departs. The way asks only awareness. The Tao thrives in what is unclaimed. Quiet living preserves clarity. The sage allows events to mature. The Tao completes cycles without effort. What is empty remains useful. The way is lost in constant correction. The Tao favors the unnoticed path. Stillness steadies what motion scatters. The sage governs by restraint. The Tao grows clearer as noise fades. What bends adjusts to reality. The way survives through moderation. The Tao lives in the pause. Calm action leaves no disorder. The sage avoids force and gains stability. The Tao moves naturally through patience. What is subtle carries great power. The way aligns those who stop insisting. The Tao nourishes without attachment. Quiet presence invites harmony. The sage acts without leaving scars. The Tao remains whole without effort. What is allowed finds its place. The way corrects itself when undisturbed. The Tao flows through quiet trust. Simplicity dissolves unnecessary struggle. The sage values balance over control. The Tao strengthens what is flexible. Stillness resolves hidden tension. The way becomes clear when desire softens. The Tao thrives in spaciousness. What is modest remains durable. The sage refrains and therefore endures. The Tao completes without competing. Calm acceptance opens the path. The way is sustained by patience. The Tao rests where nothing is forced. What is light moves freely. The sage follows rather than directs. The Tao settles conflict without argument. Quiet living invites depth. The way grows crooked under pressure. The Tao reveals itself through ease. What yields adapts endlessly. The sage trusts natural correction. The Tao supports what is unstrained. Stillness clarifies intention. The way flows best when uncluttered. The Tao does not rush fulfillment. What is simple remains resilient. The sage values restraint as wisdom. The Tao flourishes where ambition quiets. Balance appears when grasping loosens. The way unfolds without persuasion. The Tao thrives in unoccupied space. Quiet awareness maintains harmony. The sage preserves order by yielding. The Tao carries what is surrendered. What is unforced remains steady. The way dissolves conflict through patience. The Tao grows strong in softness. Stillness stabilizes the restless. The sage acts without attachment. The Tao does not demand agreement. What is natural requires no explanation. The way aligns when effort withdraws. The Tao moves freely through openness. Calm living invites clarity. The sage allows outcomes to ripen. The Tao works best when unnoticed. What is flexible remains intact. The way favors balance over extremes. The Tao sustains without possession. Quiet trust steadies the path. The sage remains light and unburdened. The Tao endures beyond intention. What is simple adapts to change. The way heals itself when left alone. The Tao flows where patience resides. Stillness gathers scattered purpose. The sage avoids excess and remains whole. The Tao nurtures without expectation. What yields resists nothing. The way becomes heavy with insistence. The Tao restores balance through allowance. Quiet simplicity reveals order. The sage moves with circumstance. The Tao completes cycles without force. What is gentle survives transformation. The way aligns those who release control. The Tao thrives in calm presence. Stillness preserves natural direction. The sage leads by example, not pressure. The Tao flows through acceptance. What is restrained remains powerful. The way opens when resistance closes. The Tao endures without assertion. Quiet balance sustains clarity. The sage values harmony above outcome. The Tao stabilizes what is unsettled. What is natural needs no correction. The way lives in moderation. The Tao flourishes in quiet minds. Stillness allows truth to surface. The sage trusts the unseen order. The Tao carries what effort abandons. What is unclaimed remains free. The way returns to balance naturally. The Tao works through patience. Quiet living aligns inner and outer. The sage removes strain, not motion. The Tao thrives where space exists. What yields adapts to all forms. The way softens what force hardens. The Tao remains steady through change. Stillness anchors movement. The sage values ease over speed. The Tao restores simplicity. What is gentle remains whole. The way completes itself. The Tao flows endlessly without command.